Have you ever noticed how some pets have the power to calm a crying baby, or how animals seem to naturally comfort children? A baby can be restless, crying endlessly, and then suddenly, the moment a cat curls beside them, or a dog lies quietly nearby, the crying stops. It feels almost magical, doesn't it? But behind that magic lies something deeply psychological, something real, an emotional language that doesn't need words. There's a reason why so many parents say their baby sleeps better when a pet is around. And there's a reason why children often trust animals faster than adults. The connection between animals and babies is ancient, primal, and beautifully simple. It speaks the language of safety. From a psychological perspective, animals give off something humans often forget how to: a pure, steady emotional presence. They don't judge, they don't rush, and they don't demand. Their body language is calm, rhythmic, predictable. When a baby senses that stillness, through the sound of slow breathing, the warmth of fur, or the gentle vibration of a cat's purr, their nervous system begins to regulate. The baby's heartbeat synchronizes, their breathing slows, and their body releases the tension that caused the crying. Science calls this co-regulation. It means one living being's calmness helps another's nervous system return to balance. In simpler terms, when your energy is peaceful, others around you can feel it too. And animals are masters of this. But it's not just physiology, it's also emotion. Babies, even though they can't speak, are highly sensitive to emotional energy. They can feel tension in the room, hear the stress in a parent's voice, and absorb the chaos around them. But when a gentle animal is near, the emotional field changes. There's softness, warmth, stillness. The baby feels, I'm safe now. That's why therapy dogs are used in hospitals, and cats are allowed in care centers. Animals remind our bodies of something ancient and true. That calmness doesn't come from words, it comes from presence. On the other hand, not all animals can stay calm around children, and that's completely natural too. Some pets become anxious when a baby cries because their instincts interpret that sound as distress, danger, or confusion. The cry of a baby has frequencies that even adult humans find hard to process. It's sharp, repetitive, emotionally urgent. Animals, who rely heavily on sound and vibration, can find it stressful. So when some pets walk away or hide when a baby cries, it's not because they don't care, it's because they feel too much. Their empathy overwhelms them. It's their way of saying, something's wrong, and I don't know how to fix it. The difference between animals who can stay and soothe and those who retreat often lies in temperament and exposure. Calm, emotionally secure animals, often those who have bonded deeply with their families, learn that the baby's cry isn't danger, just communication. They adapt. Their nervous system becomes strong enough to stay still, and in that stillness, they create peace. In contrast, animals who haven't felt consistent safety themselves tend to react defensively. They absorb stress faster. In a way, they mirror humans. The more regulated our inner world is, the more we can hold others in theirs. This is where psychology and reality meet beautifully. A baby cries because they can't express their needs in words. An animal responds because it feels the vibration of that need. Both are communicating through emotion, not language. And that's something pure, something we adults often forget how to do. If you've ever watched a baby reach for a pet's fur, or seen a dog gently rest its head beside a crib, you've witnessed empathy in its most natural form. No words, no logic, just connection. What's truly fascinating is how this connection goes both ways. Just as animals calm children, children also bring out the gentlest version of animals. When a child touches a pet softly, the animal often slows its breathing, lowers its gaze, and becomes still. It's as if they're protecting something fragile. This shared peace between innocence and instinct reminds us of something essential about life, That harmony doesn't require explanation. In modern psychology, we often talk about mirror neurons, the part of our brain that copies the emotional states we observe. Babies have them highly active. They mirror everything they see and feel. And animals, especially mammals, mirror energy too. So when a calm, loving pet is near, a baby subconsciously mirrors that emotional rhythm. The pet's heartbeat, breath, and stillness act like nature's lullaby. But this bond isn't just science, it's spiritual too. Animals live entirely in the present. They don't carry the weight of yesterday or the worry of tomorrow. And babies, before they learn fear, live the same way. They both exist in now, in a space of pure being. When they meet, it's two souls vibrating on the same simple frequency of trust. Maybe that's why adults find it so heartwarming to see, because we see something in that moment that we've lost. The simplicity of peace without conditions. Yet we should also remember, not every animal will automatically calm a baby, and that's okay. Each bond takes time, trust, and sensitivity. Some pets need to feel safe first before they can make others feel safe. Some children need time to learn gentle touch. What matters most isn't perfection, it's connection. This understanding reminds us to look deeper, even in our own lives. Because sometimes, the reason we can't calm others is that we haven't learned how to calm ourselves yet. And sometimes, the reason we're drawn to animals is because they hold the peace we've been searching for. There's a quiet lesson in how a pet can make a baby stop crying. It teaches us that healing doesn't always come from doing, but from being. You don't have to fix the world to bring comfort. Sometimes all it takes is sitting still, breathing gently, and letting your calm energy reach others, just like our pets do. So the next time you see a dog sleeping near a baby, or a cat softly purring beside a crib, remember, this is more than a cute moment. It's nature showing us what empathy looks like before we learn to complicate it. It's love, unspoken but deeply felt. Because in the end, both babies and animals are honest mirrors of the heart. They respond not to status, not to words, not to logic, but to energy. If you're calm, they'll trust you. If you're tense, they'll pull away. And if you're gentle, they'll stay. Maybe that's the message hidden in this connection. That peace is contagious, and love, when pure, doesn't need translation. You see, animals don't ask for perfection. They just feel. And babies don't expect explanations. They just sense safety. Both remind us that sometimes the most powerful comfort comes not from what we say, but from the calmness we bring into the room. So, if today you feel overwhelmed or tired, try to sit quietly. Breathe like your dog does when it naps, or like a cat watching the sunlight move across the floor. Let that calm energy settle into your chest. Because when you find peace inside yourself, you become the kind of presence that can calm others too. And who knows, maybe that's why pets can comfort children better than we can sometimes. Because they don't try to teach, fix, or explain. They simply stay, and in their stillness, everyone feels safe. You see, love doesn't always need to speak. Sometimes it just needs to be there. Are you like that too? Have you ever seen a pet soothe a child in a way words never could? If you have, or if you feel something similar inside your heart, write about it in the comments below. I'd love to know what you felt. Because the world needs more stories of quiet love.